second testimonial for Terry Walsh training. The last one was about 5 months ago. And I started training 6 months ago with Terry. And in that time, I've lost a total of 80 pounds, which is insane for me to realize. And I think in that time that I've been training with Terry, I think that what's really helped me stay on my game and keep motivated is what I've learned, because every training session, it's not just about doing an exercise, it's about learning how to do it and what your muscles, why everything, how everything comes into the picture, so you're understanding why it's working. And when you figure out how your body works and why certain things are working when you're doing it right, you get excited in a weird way. The more you know, the more excited you are. And so it makes me actually excited to go to the gym on the days that I don't train with Terry, which I've never done in my life until now. And because I can tell myself when I'm on, when I'm doing an exercise that she taught me on my own, I know if I'm doing it right or if I'm doing it wrong based on how she taught me. My stomach will feel or my shoulders will feel when I'm doing it. And she's an endless supply of knowledge, because every day that I'm here, I've learned something new. And the biggest thing I've learned is how my stomach, and the stomach is the core, and everyone always hears core training or you read it in a magazine, and I really had no idea what that was. I thought core training was like, the core classes you take in school, like math, like it was just the basics. But it's actually like, I've learned how keeping, your core in the right place really makes you do all the exercises the proper way, and you get the most benefits out of it. And that's why I'm able to do 105 push-ups as of the other day. And it makes everything easier, so just based on your center, if you're not holding yourself right, and if you're doing the exercises right. And it really makes me excited to go to the gym. I even look at other people and see how they're holding themselves, because they're form, and I can tell from watching other people if it's the right way or the wrong way. That's been the most exciting part of it.
What about when other people, what have you encountered with other people?
That see me? Other people that see me. No one recognizes me. And, everyone, the funniest thing is that people are always like, oh my God, what diet are you on? And I'm like, I'm not on a diet. That's really, they're like, are you on Atkins? I'm like, no, I'm not on Atkins. What's wrong with carbs? So as long as that's the best part, because you can do it the healthy way and you just have to be smart.
So what is healthy eating?
Healthy eating for me has been eating when I'm hungry, because I can really tell now if I'm actually hungry or if I'm just bored and want to eat something. And it's eating balanced, so it's eating a little bit of everything. So it's eating your grains, it's eating your vegetables, it's eating your protein, and it's doing that most of the time. And if you have an occasion, then you have to live, like Terry says, because if you don't, it's not normal, and you'll never be able to keep it up, because you can't never eat a cookie again. Sometimes you're gonna.
You get to have cookies, right?
Yes, I can. And I get to pick and choose, and people are always like, well, why aren't you gonna have a piece of cake? And I'm like, because I'm gonna wait until tomorrow and I have it at someplace else. Like, you get to pick and choose, and it really becomes, you're able to figure out when you want it and when you don't want it, and it's really way more normal than the way I was eating.
Do you ever feel deprived?
Never. I really don't. Because now, the only time you feel deprived, the times that I did feel deprived, I think I thought I was hungry and I wasn't. So now I know, if my stomach's growling, then I know I'm hungry, and I'll have an apple, or I'll have some water, I'll drink some water. There's ways to tell, but you're never hungry if you eat the right amounts of everything.
I'm so proud of you.